Three. All right, agents. Hey, so this is Agent Sean, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I was able to go in real estate and make over $100,000 in 1 month of closed business. And yes, this is real estate, but it's going to apply to most business owners out there that are trying to make money and trying to hit their goals. So, real quick though, before I start getting into this, in order to make 100,000 in 1 month, I had to make 10,000 in 1 month. I had to make 1,000 in 1 month, right? So it all starts smaller and moves up. And if you're ever trying to make your first $100,000 in any business or real estate, you're going to have to make that $10,000 in 1 month. Probably have to happen a couple times in 1 year, right? Because you're going to be some months you may only hit 5,000, other months you have to hit 10 to 15 to hit that goal of 100,000 for the year. So don't think small. Try to level up on your mentality on what's possible out there. Because in this business, there's people making way over $1 million a year, and there's even some, 7-figure earners out there. So let's get into this. I'm going to kind of go through about 5 steps, kind of an overview style on how to do this. And guys, what I'm also doing is I'm building my other channel called Agent Code. That's a channel where we're going to do courses and deep dives on exactly how we're doing this and have exact step-by-step videos on how you can do this as well. So the number one way that my wife and I were able to hit 100,000 in 1 month was the way we treat people. Okay, this business is not about herding cattle through the pipeline and treating them like garbage. And I see a lot of people with commission breath out there. So if you haven't heard about commission breath, it's pretty self-explanatory, but when you talk to people, they know that all you care about is your commission. You don't care about them. And I can tell you right now, in this business, you're never going to make it if you have this mentality of you don't give a crap about anyone. All you want to do is chase after some commission. So if that's you, you got to do some self-examination. But first and foremost, the reason why we're really successful in real estate is this fundamental truth, is how we treat people. And now, we're not perfect. I'm sure there's some people out there who don't like us or whatever, but the vast majority of our clients, even if we've had disagreements or like deals were really challenging, we've been able to just treat them with respect and always look out for their best interest. I mean, guys, we've even told clients, this is a horrible house, you should walk away. We look out for our clients, number one. And that reputation has gotten around to the fact that we're getting the majority of our business from our sphere of influence, past customers and referrals. So if you tend to be successful in this business, rule number one is how you're going to treat people, not just your clients either. You talk about, a couple examples is that we have a gal that comes to our house and she does my wife's hair, right? And she's over every couple weeks, but we always treat this lady with a tremendous amount of respect. I always make her coffee. We cook her breakfast. Sometimes she brings her kid, and little Axel runs around, and he's kind of a troublemaker. But hey, he's 5. Like, what can you expect? So we treat her with respect. I think she's referred us 2 really, really nice deals. So you never know, anyone that you can interact with might be a great contact. So treat people with respect. Number 2, you probably heard this a lot, but that belief, that mindset is, I would say, pretty much as important as number 1. And a lot of times, to make this a little bit more fun and interactive, if you haven't taken the time and made a dream board, literally sat down, got maybe just grab some images online, create your dream car, your dream charity, or what you want to be involved with for helping other people, where you want to travel to, what your goals are. Get images up, put that thing where you can see it every day. I think it's fun, and if you want to do it, and if you work on a team or with a group, do it together, and all you guys can collaborate, and then you can see everyone else's dreams, because maybe your dreams are, maybe you don't have a really good imagination that can pull it out. And as far as mindset too, guys, content that you're consuming, podcasts, books, audiobooks, is going to determine your mindset. Because if you're all day just watching Netflix and all these drama shows, you can pretty much forget about this business. You're not going to be a high performer, okay? So that would be number 2. And guys, number 2, mindset and belief. This is all kind of a lifelong goal. It is a lifelong chase. It's what you call one of those infinite games. It's not a finite game. You're never going to just all of a sudden have the perfect mindset. So it's a never-ending thing. Okay. Number 3 is creating a business plan and a marketing plan. So those are two separate things, but it's executing on those. So a business plan doesn't do you any good if you don't execute on it. But when you create a business plan, you put it on paper, you put it on the calendar, you actually do it. So if you say, hey, every Tuesday and Wednesday I'm making calls, if you actually do it, that's executing. If you make excuses, that's not going to do it. Same with marketing plan. If you say we're going to do 4 events this year and you only do 1, that's not execution. And easier said than done, but a real business owner has to be planning and executing what they put out there. Okay. How to create a business plan, deep dive into that. We're gonna have to do it on a different day because that's when you're ready to sit down and learn. Okay. Number 4 is that after you start executing the marketing plan and you're out there, you're gonna start what I call stacking the pipeline. That's number 4. So all of a sudden you're gonna see like, wow, next month I've got 6 closings or I've got 16 closings. And when you really start stacking that pipeline and you've got your closings on the calendar and then you've got all your contacts, I don't care if you use an Excel spreadsheet or if you use Asana or Trello or whatever you use, those prospects are on some trackable, visible board that you can follow up with and just keep following up, making sure they sign the contract, making sure they meet with them, start the buyer process. That's called stacking your pipeline. And it's super exciting when you all of a sudden you have a bunch of closings coming up and you're looking at your board and you're saying, wow, I'm going to make $60,000 next month. I'm going to make $10,000 next month. Whatever it is super motivating. It's like almost like a self-fulfilling little prophecy there when you can see it, and then you're going to just keep following your business and your business plan, your marketing plan. So stacking the board and having an organized board is super, super helpful, and that will be our number 4 on the list. Okay, now, how do you do all these things? If you were to boil it down in step number 5, this is sort of like the most basic thing you can do in real estate, and that is 3 steps. You're meeting contacts, you're creating those contacts into prospects, and you're setting appointments. So that's number 5, contacts, prospects, appointments. If you do this business and you're not hitting those appointments, you won't have the buyer contract. You're never going to write offers. Okay. So if you are overwhelmed with the business and you're like, what in the heck do I do now? What does your database look like? Those are your contacts. Then you have your prospects who should be on your board or your pipeline, right? And then those pipeline folks go in, you set appointments with those folks, whether that's appointments in person, coffees, drop by and say hello, sit down and do buyer consultations, Zoom meetings, whatever it is that you need to do to have appointments with folks. That's where you get the money. And then of course, over time, and as you get better, you're going to learn how to convert. So your conversion rate is going to go from 1 out of 10 to maybe 8 or 9 out of 10. Okay, so those are my 5 points on how I was able to make over $100,000 in 1 month. By the way, that happened in 2019 and also in 2020. We did like 90,000 in 2019. I think that was in November, and then I think it was summertime of 2020. We just had a huge month there. So, guys, if you have any questions, want to know more, or if you have any suggestions for me on video, like what you guys would like to see, make sure to leave that in the links or the comments below. We'll make sure to keep up with these videos, and then stay tuned because we have some more cool things coming out. I'm going to be getting outside and doing some fun adventures with the new Bronco that's going to be coming in soon. And so, guys, hope you have a great